410-560-9403. Again, you are listening to Gangsta Goddess Radio. When I come back, I'm going to let you hear a little bit of the speech. We're going to talk about the Prince tribute. We're just going to talk about life on the streets of Baltimore right now because there is so much going on, and I know the entire world is watching. So I cannot wait to fill you in. Thank you so much for listening. Gangsta Goddess Radio, where Black women stand up and stand out. 410-702-5657. Hit me up, good people. Tracie Jiggets live and in full effect. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Mecca from the Happy Hour radio show. You know you want your man cave right. Are you an empty nester? Are you starting a new family? Kemp & Associates can help you with that. They are a full-service real estate and property management company serving the greater Central Maryland area. They have 2 locations, one at 1328 Ricestown Road, Suite B, and 5248 Ricestown Road, Suite 2. You can also find them online at baltimoreshomesource.org, or you can call them at 410-580-0606. Kemp & Associates, your home specialist. Don't make a move without us.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
What's going on, world? We are back and in full effect. And I want to start off taking a moment because unfortunately we have another death, another mourning. Unfortunately, this city continues to use violence as their form of expression. And it saddens me. And I know many people around me that this has definitely touched their hearts. But a young man by the name of Scooter, now there's a lore in front of that, which kind of confuses me. I miss the days when everybody was little, but now it's lore. So I have to take a moment and just send love to my community. And I definitely like to take a moment of silence when we lose someone, especially when we lose someone who inspired so many. And our young people are hurting. And of course, as a Black woman in America, we feel the need to comfort. We feel the need to jump in and take care of. And it seems like the work never stops. So I definitely am putting out a call to action to everyone listening. If you have contact with a young person, if you know a young person, it's okay for you to reach out because more than likely, they don't know how to come to you. They don't know which adults they can trust. And if you are in a position where you have healing or something to offer, now is the time to use that. Senseless violence, and we have to find a way to stop it. And unfortunately, people don't realize that this is America. Like people, Baltimore, Chicago, all of these cities that are experiencing this. And we have to understand that violence is at the root. So the change is going to it took a longer time for us to get here. So to change it, it's going to take a long time. So my prayer is that you find a way to connect with a young person, even if you have no idea, because I can say that name around some people and they will look at me like I'm crazy because they have no idea who this young man is. But I want you to really think, being a young person and having all of this death around you, especially people in Baltimore City, like they see it every day. It is down the street. I'm talking to people and neighborhoods that were never touched or where they felt they were safe. They no longer feel safe, and we have to find a solution. So this is definitely a call to action. Reach out to our young people, start what you can. And we often think we have to do something really big, but you don't. It starts small. And as an educator in the Baltimore City school system, as an educator all through Baltimore City, I actually just taught a beautiful dance class for the library. And it's about connecting with young people and showing them that there are options. Like you can't just say, stop doing this. You have to provide other options. And there is a way to do that. So connect with your young people, talk to your young people. And even if you have no idea what they're talking about, you are in a better position because of your wisdom, because of where you are, to at least lead them to someone who can help them. And that's the real important part, because we have to find a solution. We have to. And I don't claim to have the solution, but I know it starts with communication. It starts with being there. It starts with understanding that this generation is carrying a burden that I could not imagine at that age. So please, please make that a priority in your life. We have to start reaching out. We have to do better simply because we can. And I have seen evidence of this everywhere I go. So yesterday I had the pleasure of being at the Be More Visionary, the Visionary Roots hair salon, and we just had the ladies on. So you can go to YouTube and type in Gangsta Goddess and look up last week's show. But the show, it wasn't just a show. It was a whole day of events and workshops on how to be a better you. And that's what I love about that these ladies got together. But the spirit was in there, and I saw so many young people shining. I saw older people passing on the torch, embracing and loving their culture. It was an awesome time. So you can check out hashtag Be More Visionary. You can check out again, Gangsta Goddess Radio, because we stay on the pulse of the city, and just really try to become a part of the movement that is change, because together we can do this, which leads me right into one of my favorite hot topics. Now, y'all know I have Truth baby toddler, so he wasn't feeling the BET awards too much, so I had to go between that, and I believe it was a little Peppa Pig. I believe it was a little back and forth. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it real, but when the music is on, he's dancing. Take a moment. He really wasn't feeling Alicia Keys, so I had to turn that off because I wasn't feeling it either. But that's not the topic. Right now, I want to focus on Jesse Williams. Oh my goodness. When we come back for our next segment, I'm going to actually play the speech for you because I feel like everybody needs to hear the words, and they were so powerful, and he touched on so many things in that 1 minute span of time, and by the end I had chills. I was emotionally moved. I had to cry. I felt like everything that I wanted to say, he said it. And he said it so beautifully where I was like, yes, Jesse, you better bring it. And he's so easy on the eyes. So let's wait a minute. We ain't going to talk about that because he is so easy on the eyes. He is so no, yes. And you know what? Bless the light skinned people. We got to have them. They're everywhere. And God bless his heart because he did that. So I am actually joined in the studio by what? Miss Crystal Bevel is here in full effect. Crystal, say hello. Crystal, can they hear you? Can they hear you? Can you hear Crystal? I want you to hear Crystal. I want you to hear her. And Crystal, come on now. Y'all can see us live. We in here having a little engineer's going to come in and help. But Crystal, I was talking about the good Jesse Williams and the speech that he made. And for those that you did not hear the speech, I actually heard that Facebook was taking the speech down. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I heard that people who had it up, I was actually trying to check my page because I definitely reposted the speech this morning. And like I said, next segment, I'm going to let you hear it. But did you hear the speech?
I did. I heard the rebroadcast of it this morning.
Okay.
In its entirety. Someone on my Facebook page repost, DVR'd it or whatever.
Okay.
And I was blown away. I said, well, damn, Jess. I knew, but I ain't know.
Well, I had no idea.
I didn't know he was going to come with it like that.
I had no idea. And there have been several people who, he wants you to switch mics real quick. Because, you know, everything, technology only goes as far as you can. So, my engineer, okay. So, we were, and I'm trying to pick out where do I start because there were so many gems. And he started off thanking his parents. And when they cut to his parents, and you see this lily white woman next to this black man, and you see the product of this.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, okay, so what is he going to say? And then he thanks his wife, and they switch to his wife, and she is black womanish. She is serving me what I need. And then he begins to speak. It is something. Oh my goodness.
He's from good stock.
He's from good stock.
Good
yes.
Stock. And I have some white friends who I've known for some time. And the truth is they post some of the most progressive things that anyone posts on my whole timeline.
Wow.
They are more in tune with racism and their part in it or the part of white people in it. They have no problem admitting it. They call things out that seem to go completely unnoticed by the rest of my friends.
Especially your
black friends.
Black friends.
Specifically. Yeah. I mean, Leah, Leah, oh geez, of course, right now.
Yes,
so, it's several
fails
different
you.
people though.
But he started off strong. Everything was so strong about it that I was overwhelmed. So, okay, so I started with, he thanked his parents. He thanked his wife. He thanked black women.
Mm-hmm.
He took time out to say, I thank you for being the nurturers. I thank you for shouldering this burden, caring more for others than you care for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he was able to point that out first was like, And he doesn't even know me, but it was so refreshing, and it kind of took some weight off because he said, we're going to do better for you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who's we?
He accepted his role as a black man and what the black man's role should be. And everyone should support each other.
Yes.
But I don't want to come down on the black man. Lord, I might
tell
not
the
make
truth.
It out.
Tell how you feel.
But a lot of times black men fall down.
Yes.
And it's because they get discouraged. They're afraid. They don't think that they have what it takes to raise a family, to take care of a family and support that family. And then they start reaching for the low-hanging fruit. The easy fruit, the things that are very easy to attain, so forth and so on. They preoccupy themselves with additional relationships and other women who they can get into just for a moment, of course, because they're not wifing anything. They're not wifing the one who's got all the kids.
Exactly.
Right. So, Jesse Williams recognized that, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. So that beginning got me like, okay, I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moved on, and it was poetic.
It was like it's like a poem, but not quite. He could have put it to music, and it would have been a nice rap or something.
Exactly. So that's where I am with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back and let you actually hear it. And after you hear it, we're going to go into, because there was so much and I don't want to poke at it. So I do want you, if you have heard it, sit back and listen and smile at your favorite parts. But if you did not hear it, it's going to be hard to receive what we're saying. So I do want to bring you in on this very important conversation. And I want to know how you feel about it. So shoot me a text. Give me your opinions. Give me your likes, your dislike. I was actually listening to another show earlier, and there were some people who were actually like, well, that's not the place for that.
Whoopi Goldberg, I could have strangled her with her own fake dreadlocks today. I watched The View. Unfortunately, I don't watch it that often, but while I tuned in today, and I listened to her. I have not heard one person say anything negative about Jesse L. Williams' speech
until
Whoopi was like, well, they started talking about cultural appropriation and so forth and so on. And she said, well, we do it to each other. And I was like, no.
So listen, hold that thought. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio. We'll be right back.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are the green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Woo!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning.
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great.
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner of Smith and Orchard, you're going to want to take a left.
You are not going to.
Then what you're going to do is turn onto Marcy Avenue.
Just broke up
and go past the first 3 lights and then take the next left.
I don't really
then
think
drive
she's
5 more
happy,
blocks
but
and you should be
who
there.
am I to judge, right?
Park on the right.
That's
I'll
what
see
I
you
heard
later
last
tonight.
night.
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician. This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really? He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh dear, I need y'all to know that Crystal Bevel is a lot, okay? So we are going to take you first to listen to the Jesse Williams speech, and then we're going to go back into some information that Crystal was just sharing with me, and then we're going to get into sports because you know this is Miss Everything Sports. Crystal Bevel live in full effect. She got to take her a drink because it's heavy. So everybody, keep your ears open, your hearts open, your minds open, and be prepared to receive the greatness that is Jesse Williams. We're listening.
Peace. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, BET. Thank you, Nate Parker, Harry, and Debbie Allen for participating in that. Before we get into it, I just want to say, I brought my parents out tonight. I just want to thank them for being here, for teaching me to focus on comprehension over career, that they make sure I learn what the schools were afraid to teach us, and also to thank my amazing wife for changing my life. Now, this award, this is not for me. This is for the real organizers all over the country, the activists, the civil rights attorneys, the struggling parents, the families, the teachers, the students that are realizing that a system built to divide and impoverish and destroy us cannot stand if we do. All right? It's kind of basic mathematics. The more we learn about who we are and how we got here, the more we will mobilize. Now, this is also in particular for the Black women, in particular, who have spent their lifetimes dedicated to nurturing everyone before themselves. We can and will do better for you. Now, what we've been doing is looking at the data, and we know that police somehow manage to de-escalate, disarm, and not kill white people every day. So what's going to happen is we are going to have equal rights and justice in our own country, or we will restructure their function and ours. Now, I got more, y'all. Yesterday would have been young Tamir Rice's 14th birthday. So I don't want to hear any more about how far we've come when paid public servants can pull a drive-by on a 12-year-old playing alone in a park in broad daylight, killing him on television, and then going home to make a sandwich. Tell Rakia Boyd how it's so much better to live in 2012 than it is to live in 1612 or 1712. Tell that to Eric Garner. Tell that to Sandra Bland. Tell that to Dorian Hunt. Now, the thing is, though, all of us in here getting money, that alone isn't going to stop this. All right? Now, dedicating our lives to getting money just to give it right back for someone's brand on our body, when we spent centuries praying with brands on our bodies, and now we pray to get paid for brands on our bodies. There has been no war that we have not fought and died on the front lines of. There has been no job we haven't done. There's no tax they haven't levied against us, and we've paid all of them. But freedom is somehow always conditional here. You're free, they keep telling us. But she would have been alive if she hadn't acted so free. Now, freedom is always coming in the hereafter. But you know what, though? The hereafter is a hustle. We want it now. And let's get a couple things straight. Just a little side note. The burden of the brutalized is not to comfort the bystander. That's not our job. All right, stop with all that. If you have a critique for the resistance, for our resistance, then you better have an established record of critique of our oppression. If you have no interest in equal rights for Black people, then do not make suggestions to those who do. Sit down. We've been floating this country on credit for centuries, yo. And we're done watching and waiting while this invention called whiteness uses and abuses us, burying Black people out of sight and out of mind while extracting our culture, our dollars, our entertainment like oil, Black gold, ghettoizing and demeaning our creations, then stealing them, gentrifying our genius, and then trying us on like costumes before discarding our bodies like rinds of strange fruit. The thing is that just because we're magic doesn't mean we're not real. Thank you.
I am. To hear it again, it still gave me like, oh my goodness. I thank him. Thank you, Jesse Williams. Call me if you ever need to talk, because I'm here for you. Yes, we can do FaceTime and all that, because I'm there for it. But he said, okay, so we talked about the nurturing of the Black women, and Crystal, you chimed in with sometimes the Black man falls for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And a lot of those reasons were not made by them.
By him,
yes,
no.
They're up against a system. Mm-hmm. And that could be
challenging and discouraging.
Very discouraging, yes.
Depressing.
Then depressing. So when if you fall victim to that, unfortunately, there are families that fall with you. There are whole neighborhoods that fall with you. There are communities that fall with you. So when he says to nurture the Black woman, and he said, for lack of I don't have his exact words, but like, we got you. We're going to do better.
We're going to.
That's what he said. We're going to do better. So I definitely appreciate that. And I know my Gangsta Goddess out there can appreciate hearing that. But he also said he moved on into police managed to de-escalate, de-arm, and not kill white people
all the time.
Every day.
Yep.
But for some reason, it is a license to kill when it comes to us. And we're dealing with that right now with Freddie Gray. We're going through these trials and everybody's like, somebody has to pay.
And no one will.
But no one will pay.
It's over.
So I think it was Stephen King. He tweeted, like, I guess he died of being black. And it's funny how that happens in this country because people are allowed to just continue. It just continues. So why would I stop if I know nothing will come of it?
Exactly. I'm going to keep going. Keep the pedal to the metal.
And we know it can be done because we see it done with white people all the time.
Listen, a young man murdered, 9 people in a church. They arrested him without incident and treated him to lunch.
Took him to Burger King.
And I say, it's one thing to have the white officers do that, but I see Negroes with their hands on this fool. I'm taking a shot just because.
I'm trying. Yes.
I'm coming to your grill just because.
But none of them.
And it's a license to kill.
It's fall back and it's open season if you're black.
It really is. It's very dangerous.
And it's women. I want to use racism, but it's also classism.
Very much so.
If you are in a certain position, I feel like I can walk over you. And that's what we're dealing with. And he said we are going to restructure their function and hours.
Pretty much. And I think he simply said, well, there's going to be, people want to talk about nonviolent struggles and all that kind of stuff. I haven't seen one work. Not to the point where you change everything, where you change the paradigm. It is going to have to come down to extreme understanding or extreme bloodshed. And it probably won't be able to happen for a lot of years, but there is a time coming. I can't quote the year right now where white folk will be the minority in this country without question.
Yes.
And in my estimation, this is what they're so afraid. They don't even know why they're afraid. It's in them, like it's in you to get hungry and eat.
Yes.
Their own demise is upon them in a way. They know that this melanin is bigger than them. They cannot fight it off.
And they have tried.
And they've tried, but it's funny because they tried, but they the ones that started mixing the melanin. If slave daddy had stayed out of old slave ladies' quarters, we would have never seen it happen.
Nope.
But here they go because
they started this
because they can't stop touching.
Yes, you can't contain yourself.
Because we magic.
You cannot contain yourself. So you have this happening, and now this is the outcome. This is the chickens coming home to roost. We are here, and you done mixed it all up because you couldn't keep your hands out the cookie jar. And it is so interesting because they are protecting it. They're like, oh, like it's savage.
England knows.
It is.
England knows.
They know.
That's why immigration, we keeping them out. Everybody. It's getting very nasty over there. It's going to happen.
And it's happening here.
It's going to happen here.
Yes, I agree. And he said, we really haven't come that far. Like, we like to think that, it makes me sad when people like, oh, don't talk about slavery. Don't talk about that. We're not there no more. But no, we're still there. And if you don't recognize the parallels in what we're dealing with today with mass incarceration, if you don't recognize the parallels in what we're dealing today with them changing laws, with keeping the impoverished and trying very hard to pass laws, if you don't understand the parallels in the government and the elite being the ones that make all the decisions, and all of their decisions are hurting you.
Well, capitalism in and of itself is a dirty little beast because it requires that there be an underbelly. You cannot make the kind of money that you want to make without a lot of free labor, slave labor. And that's when we go get into Michael Jordan real soon. Because I got so many problems with that brother. And I'm a sports chick, so I'll go ahead and mention him.
Yes.
I got so many problems with that brother. I Man, listen, I'd like to tie him to a tree and give him a couple lashes.
Just like that.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. He's a traitor to his race, damn near. He's a traitor to the people all around the world that make these shoes for no money, and he loans his name to this thing.
And he knows it.
And he knows it. And he speaks on nothing of relevance in this world. He couldn't carry Muhammad Ali's jockstrap. Do you understand that?
That's right. And I believe that. I am with you there, because so many people carry the argument, well, they're going to make the shoes anyway, but they don't have to carry his name.
That's right. You don't have to participate.
He could pull from that.
Yes, he could.
Immediately.
And he's got enough money.
Live. And
that's my point. He's got enough money. This is not 35-year-old Michael Jordan. This is over 50 Michael Jordan. You mean to tell me, Negro, you still thinking the same way you thought when you were 35?
Yep.
Then you've been dead for all those years doing nothing but getting with white women.
Well, you became one of them. Well, that's what happened.
He is OJ.
He exactly. You are completely immersed in this life, and you're not giving it up. And even though you see and know what's happening, you feel like it's not worth fighting for.
I think Michael Jordan will not say anything to damage that brand. It's the brand. He is his brand. He concerns me because I believe that he's in love with his money. And I read a book that said it was the root to all evil. So I got a problem with Michael Jordan. I'll praise him on the court, but when he meets his maker, and his maker asks him, well, what have you done, son? I have blessed you tremendously. What have you done? He was, I got 6 rings. Jesus gonna tell him, get the back in line, man. Go ahead, think about that again. I'm gonna give you another chance because I did like you.
You got 6 rings. We not in getting to the rings. He said we used to pray with brands on our body.
Calvin Klein is no friend of mine.
And now, what are we doing? We are racing to put brands on our body. And I have always been that person that felt some kind of way about that. Like, you'll never see me like, oh, this is, I've never been that person, but so many Black people fall victim. And I think Kanye said it's in the Black person's soul to rock that goal. That it is in us to want to be more. That appearance of I have more. That if I buy what this white man is buying, then I have some kind of leverage.
I'm healing his level.
Yes.
But how dare you aspire to be him? I mean, is that a real? Are you bragging or complaining? Is my question. I don't believe it. Why aspire to be this conqueror? This man, this person, or this group of people who have devastated everything they've ever touched.
Everything,
including
you,
without question,
including your people, especially your people.
It took me a long time to get over that the fact that that white wasn't right. It took my HBCU to show me, hey, Crystal, you've been properly, you've learned well because you believe you're inferior, but let me reteach you here. And thank God for Howard. And that's all I can say about that.
See, and it is in the HBCUs, and he mentioned that in his speech. You can't know where you come from, and you can't understand that without wanting to stand up and fight that. And I think so many people, they don't get it. They haven't connected it. So you chasing to run and spend your money on these brands. And in all honesty, especially in impoverished, because we have women buying their sons Jordans and spending this outrageous amounts of money
for a $3 product.
Exactly.
At the end of the day.
So that they can feel better. So we've taught our young people that this is how you do it.
And it's, we perpetuate the lie. And it's all really about priorities. If your priority is to live a life of understanding and pride for yourself, and you don't even have to be proud about yourself. How are you proud? I'm me. Of course I'm proud. It doesn't mean I don't have to be Black and proud. I'm Black. No particular pride in it. It is what it is.
That should be enough.
It really should.
But it isn't.
No, it isn't.
And we're scratching and clawing for this look, for this aesthetic.
But what we're really doing is scratching and clawing. We're digging a grave. We're not digging out. We're digging in.
Ladies and gentlemen, you better say that. We are So how are we going to get out as this invention called whiteness? Because I really love that. Okay, so we have to take a break. This is Gangsta Goddess Radio. Please stay tuned. We will be right back.
Do you want to promote your business? Do you want to get yourself noticed? Well then, why not sponsor us? There are lots of different options to choose from commercial spots and on-air shoutouts to interviews and even putting your logo on our website. Don't miss these great opportunities to get noticed. Check out our sponsorship packages on our Facebook page or on our website, beexposedradio.com. What's going on, everybody? This is Brett, the 2016 intern here at Be Exposed Radio. I'm here to announce that the young and talented new artist Chink just dropped her new mixtape, Purple Potion, which is now available on Spinrilla and SoundCloud. If you haven't listened to it already, definitely be sure to check it out. And while you're at it, be sure to follow Chink on Instagram at Chink_OTR and to check out True to You Entertainment's website, truetoyouentertainment.weebly.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yes, we are back. Welcome back to Gangsta Goddess Radio. We are in the studio with Crystal Bevel. I know, look here, y'all. This is not only my friend of many years. I would definitely put her on as one of the smartest people that I know. If I have to really talk, I'm going to talk to Crystal Bevel. So we are sharing and talking about the Jesse Williams speech, which has taken more time than I thought because it stirs up so much inside of me. And as we look around Baltimore and all that we're dealing with, how do we I wish we could just play this on the loudspeaker. Like everywhere, just play it. Like I remember on Muslim Way, when you hear everything
Islamic
come
way.
out, Islamic way, just put this on, ride a truck through the hood and just play this. And trust me, I'm all about the message. So the messenger, I really don't care who said it. It's not like, oh, it was coming from him. He easy on the eyes. The reactions in the audience, the people seemed like they were listening.
They were shocked.
They were very
They was
shocked.
like, ooh, he gonna get us in trouble, Massa. Ooh, Massa gonna get us. Jesse is messing with
Massa. I don't feel that way. Like there was some detached. There were people who I felt like should have bum rushed the stage. Like, yeah. Like a unified, that could have been a moment.
The applause should have been damn near never ending.
Do you?
They should have had to sit people down. Like, please
exactly,
stop. Please
exactly.
Stop.
And do you recognize the influence of all the people in that room at that time?
If people would stop being so daggone, I'm trying to tell you, is this money is necessary. If you have none, you will find yourself living on the street.
Yes.
So you got to get that paper. But when I tell you, you cannot be so hell-bent on making that paper that you sacrifice what you believe in, that you sacrifice your work. Your silence will not save you.
It will not. It will not.
You know, somebody will use your silence and blackmail you. Shut up. You won't say it now. You know what I mean?
And you're going to pay me.
What are you?
And you're going to pay me.
Exactly.
So there are always ways. So Crystal is my sports guru, and we had a lot more sports for you. But oh my goodness, we were just touched by this speech, and we just went in. But Crystal is going to share her sports moment, and we're going to hear it now. So listen up, Black Women in Sports with Crystal Bevel. Yeah. Engineer,
Okay.
Thank you. Can I get some applause? Okay.
Thank you, engineer.
God.
Tonight, I just wanted to highlight Michelle Roberts. Michelle Roberts is she's the executive director of the NBA Players Association. She's the first woman to ever hold that position. She's the first Black woman to ever hold that position. And she is extraordinarily talented. She comes from, I think she's from the Bronx. She was raised in a housing project. She ended up going to an elite prep school in New York. She got her BA from like Wesleyan. She got her JD from UCal Berkeley. And then she became she started working in the public defender's office in Washington, D.C. She did that for about, I think, 8 or 10 years. At the end of her tenure there, she was the chief litigator. And she is known nationwide, worldwide, for being a tremendous litigator. You want her to be the trier of facts in your case. Okay. You want her representing you. Warren Brown can go take a seat. Pretty much.
Several seats.
Several, many. Yeah. But anyway, not that I have anything against Warren Brown. I might need his services one day. But yeah, in any case, she's a brilliant mind. She works for a big law firm, like a worldwide international law firm that specializes in arbitration and mergers and litigation and those kind of things. So she has the perfect skill set to represent players when it comes down to bargaining, putting together collectively bargaining a contract with the NBA and the powers that be and Adam Silver and his guys. So I wanted to highlight Michelle today. She needs to get her props, and she is a very down to earth. From what I've seen, I don't know her personally, but what I've seen, she seems to be a very down to earth woman. She was voted in by, like, I think you get 86 total votes. Maybe she got 83. So whatever the number is, she was 3 shy of a unanimous vote, which is more than enough to get her in.
Yes.
But I mean, the men in the league love her.
And what's her title again?
She is the executive director of the National Basketball Players Association.
Executive director of the National
NBA
Players Association. Shout out to you, Gangsta Goddess. And her name
gangsta.
Again
is Michelle Roberts.
Michelle
A. Roberts.
Shout out to you, Gangsta Goddess, you out there getting it in. We're gonna see if we can contact her, get her on the show. Make sure you're here. And Crystal, we did not even talk about the finals. They went on forever. When is this over? But we did not even talk about your NFL picks, draft picks. Did you do well?
Oh, I sucked. The Baltimore Ravens better do well
because they were none of
the
your
rookie
picks.
class better do well. If they don't, I am going to write the most scathing blog you've ever seen. They had an opportunity. They had an opportunity to pick up some players who I felt I held in high regard. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch them personally like they did, so how dare I say I know more? But I feel like we let some good players go past us. And we picked up some people who I didn't even heard of. I'm like, who the hell is this?
Who's
this guy? You gotta be kidding me. Who is this dude, man?
Well, I think we should still throw some sort of party because I said if you got more than half, we was going to get down. But we can work towards that. So I am thanking everyone for tuning in today. Jesse definitely took up a lot of our time, but I feel like he definitely deserved it. And we deserve to hear that message because at the end of the day, we are magical. I was about to curse, but we are magical. It runs through us. That resilience, that walk, that talk, it is absolutely amazing, and everybody in the world wants it. So this is Gangsta Goddess Radio. Please tune in next week on Monday, 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com. Thank you, world.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
This is the mother of truth, Baltimore's own magical Negro, your thug unicorn, your Gangsta Goddess, here on Gangsta Goddess Radio on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. No applause. Welcome. Welcome back to the Gangsta Goddess Radio Show. It's me, Nate, sitting in for Tracie Jiggets until she arrives. So, how's it going, Monty? You not here? You're a figment of my imagination.
First goddamn day of the week, and it's always some bullshit.
That's how he feels. How was your weekend? How did you spend Father's Day?
Without a father.
Wow. I think a lot of us did. For one reason or another.
That he's dead. He's in my basement. Well, no, I spent the morning with him. He's in the basement.
Not in the basement. Why you put him in the basement?
Because he in this little container they gave me at the funeral home.
Oh, he was cremated?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the fence about...
I'm not. Burn this body.
Why? Well, what if somebody did something to you? When they gonna find out?
Huh?
I watch a lot of cold
whatever
cases.
They gotta do first, but they're gonna burn this body. I'm not getting in no dirt.
Why?
No.
I saw this.
Claustrophobic, even when I'm dead.
You're not gonna even know it. There's a pod that they can put you in, and they basically a tree grows from it.
Mm-mm.
I think that'd be interesting. I wouldn't, in my mind right now, that would be uncomfortable for me because you're like in a fetal position.
I don't want no trees. Mm-mm.
But you're bringing life back to the world. It's a little creepy because a tree grows
back to the world too. Because I want to be sprinkled in the ocean.
Which one?
In the clear water.
In the clear. So the Bahamas, Jamaica,
the Dominican, where I'm going Friday.
What's in the Dominican?
What you mean?
Do you have Dominican in your blood?
I hope so.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know.
He did the taste. So what did you do other than cook macaroni and cheese that you obviously didn't bring a plate back from?
Oh, and I made a big, gigantic one yesterday for my sister's cookout. But, yeah, no, I didn't.
So you went to 2 cookouts?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Wow, that was a lot of socializing for you in 1 week.
Well, no, I didn't even come here Friday, did I?
No. Mm-mm.
No, I did come here Friday.
You did? You didn't. No, you didn't. Because that's when we had I thought you were going to come because the home buyer.
Oh, I was watching Friday. That's why I felt like I was there. I did watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you only watch certain shows.
The lady and the guy.
Yeah. The guy. You only watch when I have certain
she was trying to date.
That's Pam. You don't remember Pam? Pam is a...
Was that Pam?
Yeah, that was Pam. She
cut
her hair.
Okay.
She cut her hair.
I couldn't really, the small screen and stuff. I couldn't really tell. But yeah, Talk Lately is going to be good tomorrow.
So who's your guest co-host tomorrow?
I have a panel of one person because no one else replied.
Well, I don't ever reply because I'm here. So what's the point?
I mean, because it'd be good to know so I can promote that the artist Nate from the Artist Exchange is going to be here, and Sabrina from Sisters and Strength.
Oh wow, she's coming.
Is going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, Sabrina, we got to smooth her so she'll be the
yeah. So we're going to be talking about Governor Hogan, a couple cases that have been like wrongly enforced. Or wrongly tried. I think they should have been tried differently. And sperm is on the horizon.
Oh, wow. Tracie Jiggets in the building. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew. I think my somebody just rolled their eyes at me. Pew, pew. Hello, world.
This is cute.
This is what's happening.
Is it a bird in there?
No, and everybody asks me. People, they're talking about my purse. It is serving, okay? Shout out to Tight-Fisted Fashions, Armorist Ebony. Look here, y'all. Woo! Gangsta Goddess Radio. We are here and in full effect. And he's going to tell me I'm yelling. So let me talk like this.
Not that much.
Okay, people, I am so excited about life. I am, today was the first day I teach for Ailey Camp. And we are on the campus of Towson State University. And we are inspiring young people to dance and to follow their dreams. And it is really awesome. So I'm getting adjusted to my new schedule, but I am here. Have no fear. So what was we talking about?
I'm just telling Nate about my show tomorrow.
Talk Lately.
Yeah.
Do y'all listen to Talk Lately? Y'all better tune in on Tuesdays. You never know who you're going to hear when you turn it on. It's always a surprise. Yeah. But I am excited. Yes, I'm excited to be here on Be Exposed Radio. Give us a call at 410-702-5657. This is your girl, Tracie Jiggets, the mother of truth, the magical Negro, the unicorn, Gangsta Goddess. And oh my goodness, time has just slipped away that quickly. I feel like we just started. Yes, but we have the crew in here and we have some great things coming up for you. Again, 410-702-5657. Call in, talk to me. We have some interesting topics for today. I wanted to talk about the new, well, it's not new, child. They've been doing it for years. But internet dating and finding love in alternative ways. So stay tuned to Gangsta Goddess Radio. We'll be right back.
I thought I heard the beeping.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
Listen to Elizabeth Warren talking about Black lives and Black life.
Police are not occupying armies. This is America, not a war zone. I speak today with full knowledge that I have not personally experienced and can never truly understand the fear, the oppression, and the pain that confronts African Americans every day.
Don't you just want to kill yourself? I mean, not from what she was saying, but from the music that was playing in the background. I just want to, gosh, but every word she said was prolific, and it did not come from what is now becoming mainstream is white privilege. She has a sensibility about her, and the way she speaks about different things that has